send out the link before class, so you can look at your emails from last week. You can just go to it. You can watch it anytime. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, go to your emails. Your husband's email. Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome. Welcome.
Hi.
Yes, I moved some tables around. So. Yeah. Do we like the table movement? Okay, good. Yeah. Get us a little more closer together. We like each other, I think.
I'll go this way.
Making it happen, making it happen. Okay, okay. Oh, shoot, I need to.
Yeah. That's amigas, yes.
Huh? There's a sink right there.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, welcome. I like the backpack.
Okay, you're in the middle.
I'll just get my medicine. I got my mineral water.
I'm coming in.
Okay, let's go.
It's just if I move my arm.
Yeah. Maria, Linda.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for that.
The funny ones right there, the funny ones.
Hi, how are you?
Good,
How are you?
Hi, how are you doing today?
Last Monday.
Hello,
I
how are
went
you?
to the hospital.
Oh.
It's me, big problem in the shop.
Oh, I hate that.
Elbow problem, I went to the husband, the elbow problem.
Yeah,
I got a shot.
every problem. Ooh, I enjoy leg. It's a finger, knee.
Right? My this one, look at that, and this, and that.
There are very good ones.
All kinds of things.
Oh, that song I know. Yes. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, you don't break it. Okay, look. You just push these together and you can open it. Okay, this is a water bucket, so you have just a little baby water bucket.
It's a baby.
Instead of having that.
Did you get that at Amazon?
Hey,
Yeah, I saw that. I'm afraid of my stuff on
and I
Amazon.
think we're good.
No, that was cute.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I should get that.
And I like the fact that it
I'll get
was.
that, and the
I
cup
like
thing
that
is
it-
cool.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Yeah, I went to Blitz,
And
they
like-
didn't have anything like that.
And lightweight.
Yes.
Oh, just my arm is not
No,
good.
I'm good, but I don't know.
Yeah, you just push this up, there, now I opened it, there you
That's
go, that's it, pull it. You're gonna move out.
No me gusta.
No, that's what seals it, to keep it for a year. If you want
Hello,
this to be-
welcome, hi,
Okay.
come on
Okay,
in,
So,
grab a
okay.
spot.
he said 2 spaces here for white,
Okay.
and then 1 of each color after that, and put black far away from everything else.
Good, yeah. We got table covers right there.
You can read this
Oh,
because now I write this, not I.
okay.
This.
I like that.
Yeah, I like, instead of bringing all that other stuff, I like that it's not so
Yeah.
little. I played with it this weekend.
Did you?
I painted with it.
Because you're hesitating.
Oh, that's all I'm saying. That's all I would say. You're funny. I made,
Hello.
I'm not knowledge.
tables together. Okay.
Maybe I
I started painting that,
Yeah.
and then I was
Yeah,
drawing,
if you have
there was a class, on
I need
Facebook,
better.
and I was talking to
okay.
the guy, and I didn't get to part
You can
of
take
painting.
a paper for me, but next week bring
It's
paper.
in between
Um,
watercolor and acrylic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Open them up. Go get us water.
Okay.
Oh, good as well. Yeah, you got big tubes too. Yes, as well. The tubes, her tubes, they're only, yeah.
These things can be folded up. But do you have any? Just drop. Oh, okay.
Next time I
Okay. Okay.
color.
Alrighty.
Oh, no, I played this weekend. No, nothing to do with class. Yeah, they have paper towels there. No, we have, but they have them. Okay, so I got white and I put, he wants you to have 2 white and then now get 1 of each and just put black and you put away from everything else. Cause you're gonna have some squares.
Alrighty, guys. So today is gonna be our first day painting. So yeah, I see a lot of people setting up their little paint palette things. Yes, yeah, we got water cups here if you need water cups. Yeah, I like 2 cups. Can I explain?
Oh, he said he'd keep all the worms together.
We will be doing some drawing, just warming up. Yeah, I know there's a big old pheasant here, but we'll paint him next week. Yeah, but I just don't want him to cook in my car. So he's just pretty to look at. Yeah, he might be a little cooked right now, but he's
pretty.
He's pretty. Yeah. So very exciting. That's to come. Fun to come. I there's so much more opportunity. I'm just ready to dive in. But hello, welcome. Come on in. All right, I'm gonna take roll. Good stuff. I'll unmute it. Now, quick little thing I wanted to kind of mention. So I know the class setup, we're in the office and all that. But we're comfy here once you get used to it. But the office is kind of letting us know that maybe 15 minutes after, they're gonna make sure that the door is locked just for office safety and things like that. So they're kind of urging people to come in early. So my kind of announcement for the office, better early than a little bit late. But yeah, they'll leave the door open like 15 minutes later. So good stuff. And let me just kind of pull up the syllabus here. Now, the syllabus, of course, you can get to it via your own NOCE Canvas. If you go through Canvas, you can. If now new people, do you need? Here, I have some syllabuses for some new people. I see quite a few new people, so yeah. Let me get some syllabi for you. The syllabi. This is sketch. You can see on the very first page here, there's all this information on helping you with getting through Canvas. There's phone numbers and their time that they're available, emails, tons of stuff to help you out with getting through Canvas. Most of the time, it's just I forgot my password, and then you go through your email and just follow the directions. But again, you kind of get there through the NOCE website. Just gonna do this real quick. And then once you're logged in and everything, then you'll look at something and it'll have all your classes, whether that's one class or 5 classes. It's up to you. Of course, we are at there's a number for the class. It'll probably have a number. It won't say this, but this is where the syllabus is. It's just a quick link. And any changes I make will be updated. And here you can find all your reference. There's references, textbooks, books, free books online. There's free full textbooks online that are accessible to anybody at any time, and they're amazing. Has anyone looked through them yet? You guys are missing out. There's just some really amazing references, enough for full classes. I kind of do look through it, and I do use some of the stuff from there, but they're full textbooks. They're big. So there's links here as well as QR codes. And then, of course, materials. So for those who are coming in, if you have anything already, if you have brushes and stuff already, then you probably don't need it. But as far as materials go, I'll be painting with gouache. We'll do it today. And this is the gouache I'll be using. The cheap stuff will work just as well. Use the small kits that I have in here. This is all through Amazon. Most people have Amazon. If you don't, Art Supply Warehouse, they'll help you out. And there's actually a kit that you can get from Art Supply Warehouse that's very affordable, that has everything, pencils, brushes. I built it up myself. I don't know if anyone's used it. Did anyone go to Art Supply Warehouse?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
You got the kit? Or you looked at
No,
it?
They didn't have this.
Oh,
We went
yeah.
They didn't have that.
Yeah, I was upset with that.
Yeah.
But when I made the kit, I have like a little replacement thing. It's like the little, they look like they're from like those paint by number things. That's basically what it was, which works about the same way. So
love that story.
Yeah, it is. It is when you have money to burn. But yeah, art painting materials, they'll last forever. So it's an investment and it's a good one to get some satisfying, fun materials. Now, something I want you to notice, I don't know if anybody's doing this stuff. I haven't really mentioned it, but I have little challenges. I don't have homework in this class, but I do put down challenges. So you can see there's been some challenges already. I haven't even asked if anyone's done it. But we got this week's art challenge: find and draw feathers on a wing. Um, this week's art challenge: find a bird you have never seen before and draw it. Because it just kind of follows with what we're learning and trying things out. If you don't have that art practice already going, this is a good way to just get started. Of course, doodling is just as good too. I would love to see you guys do art at home, if not magnificent pieces. And here it's all about growing your skills. Yeah, because I mean, we don't want to grow our skills most of the time. I mean, I don't. So this is a good excuse too. All right. So yeah, today is the second. So art challenge. We got invent your own caterpillar, butterfly. Now, I'm kind of between doing a butterfly and a bird, just because I did a bird for the last class. This is our references. It's updated as we go. Wow, look at that. That's awesome.
We practice it.
We practice quite a bit.
Yeah, that's through the grids
Yeah, doing it.
We're not finished yet, but we're working on it.
all together.
We take classes
We're
together.
neighbors.
Cool. Yeah. Love it.
We like birds.
Yeah. So I have. We don't need this. Why is this here? Oh, here. So we have some blue herons here. I did it with my other class. I'd be happy to do it again. Yeah. Anyone against blue herons?
We're not against it.
Okay. Yeah. Because I said ladybugs and stuff. I have a bunch of pictures of ladybugs.
Blue herring. The blue herring's along my.
It's a bird. Yeah, let's do the bird. All right, sounds good. I'm kind of down for either one. Now, so I emailed you guys the link, so you should have the highest quality image straight from your phone. So you shouldn't have to take a picture. If you take a picture, it's going to be lower quality. Sure, for fun.
I'll look on the computer.
Yeah.
For now, I just want some on the butterfly because I can't see because of that block.
Yeah.
There
Okay, this one right
you go.
here.
Yeah, higher. A little higher up. There.
Thank
you. Thank you. That's something.
We can totally do a butterfly, guys.
Butterfly. Yeah.
Let's do a butterfly. All right, let's do a butterfly. Butterflies are very close to vases, and they'll be there's like cylinder forms in here. So let's do that then. Right.
They're pretty.
Now whoa, I lost it. Here we go. Let me get one with some good lighting.
I like that black leather.
I like
Irritating.
So this is okay. Please try to find it on Pinterest because this is always updated. I use this throughout all of this class and previous classes and future classes. So if you follow this will always be updated with all sorts of just amazing references and photos and things to paint and things that we painted in class before and things that we never even got around to painting in class that I thought would be a good. Some of these were photographed by myself. So please follow that link. Look at these high quality images on your phone, so that you don't have to take pictures in class. Because if you take pictures, this projector doesn't have all the full colors as the files on your phone. Yeah, so many references. It's insane. This is all from last semester. Did fish and stuff like that, and some cool scenes. All right, yeah. Okay, I'm feeling this butterfly. I think this is good.
Okay.
I think this is good. So we're gonna do this butterfly today.
What number of pencils?
Now I'm gonna be using. We're gonna do some warm-up drawings first. So we're not gonna do a full-on painting right away. These drawings are gonna be quick. And you're gonna try to find the forms, cylinders, other things. So you can get a wacky color if you want. Doesn't matter. You can use a pencil. You can use purple.
Color pencils.
I'm using colored pencils. Yes. No erasing. So yes, we're keeping things loose.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a few butterflies. Let's spend. Here we go.
Yeah, do you?
Okay, hopefully. We'll start with this one. So I'll do a quick little demo of kind of how you might want to go about doing these boys. When we're doing these little sketches, I like to have a timer. We'll do maybe 10 minutes.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
40 pencil?
It could be anything. Anything.
Anything.
I'm using colored pencil. This is purple. You can use pencil. Maybe I would say something with bees. Yeah, so yeah, with pencil, bees are hard. So we're just focusing on line right now. So no shading, no values, no detail. Absolutely no detail. Yes. Well, maybe some detail.
Well, later. You could do that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be focusing. You know what? I changed my mind about the butterfly. I'm sorry. You're gonna be way too tempted to do all the patterns and everything. We're doing the birds. I'm sorry. We're doing birds. These are simple shapes, no patterns. Yeah. I'm already seeing you're like, there's pyramids and shapes and squares. I don't want that. Okay.
No grid?
No grid. No grid. Freehand. I'm gonna show you how to do it. All right. So the way that I do it, I make sure that I have it either on my phone or you're looking at it on the screen. We got a pretty good reference here. And the first thing we do here is we're gonna focus on that overall shape. Remember how I showed you how to draw that little sock thing? Where it's just some weird shape. That's the same thing we're gonna start off with. So I'm just gonna kind of draw what shape box that bird's gonna be. I'm gonna make sure I start with the line on the top and the line on the bottom. So I know that which one's the top, which one's the bottom. And I know that there's gonna be some common curve. I'm just looking for that angle there. You know, you can kind of, here, I'll get it on my laptop so we can kind of see. Where is it? There it is. So if I had my reference here, I could kind of see that angle there, and I can kind of find that with my pencil. So there's that good angle there. And it's really easy to find angles and kind of see like how it works. You know, I can kind of look at, you can see kind of that angle there. You know, it's okay if things aren't terribly perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of break it down into kind of pieces here. So we got our head here at the very top. We did the circle before. And then I'm going to do the body here. And now we're going to see the body a lot like those vases here. So it's going to be kind of that oval kind of shape here, but it all kind of curves down here. And I'll see that this wing kind of has that curve going around that kind of oval feel. And see, I'm just focusing on those big forms. So the order that we go here is we got big overall shape. And then we got big and important shapes. So that's going to be like the head, the body, and the feet, wherever they're at. These feet, I'm just kind of doing the bottom parts of the feet here. And we're looking to draw all the way through things. So if you're worried about drawing the feathers right now, that's all the way down here on the list. We haven't even gotten down there yet. Okay. And then we're looking at medium shapes. So we got the head, and now I can start carving in. Now I'm looking at negative space. Space, shapes. So, oh, and I think I'll also kind of get that neck shape there, that innermost neck shape. We're not focusing on the outside, starting on the inside first and then the outside. So you see I'm drawing that line that's in the center of the neck rather than the outside lines of the neck. That's important because we can easily follow this outside, that innermost line rather than the outside lines. So there we go. Now I'm looking at my negative shapes. And I can kind of carve some straight lines, find some curves in there, and then kind of find that thickness here. And wherever there's like connections or curves, that's where I'm kind of bringing those vase kind of ovals in there. You can really see kind of some curve in there. See that? In that shadow shape. You can see that curve there in that shadow shape. Curve there. All right, let's get going. Here we go. Cool. All right, kind of building up that neck there. Looking at that innermost shape. This area here, that's the negative space. So I'm looking at that shape. What does that look like? I can stylize it. I can simplify it. There might be a little tiny little hump here. Bryce, you're missing that little tiny hump. Well, as an artist, we cut corners. So I'm just going to cut that corner and make it nice and smooth. We want to cut corners. We're all about making things simpler. Okay. Good stuff. And then maybe this circle's too big. I can kind of carve into it. Meaning I don't need that big old circle there. I can make it a little bit skinnier maybe. You know, just kind of adjusting with what you see. Kind of focusing on that outside. Start light. Another note, start light. Build up pressure. So as you go, you start building up pressure. Kind of similar to painting. There's a lot of similarities. So I got that wing in there. And I'm not drawing each and every one of those wings. I know there's a bunch of wings, but what you're seeing on the screen right now, this is all blurry. That's kind of for the best. A lot of artists, when they see complicated things, like things with 1,000 feathers or things with beautiful polka dots and patterns, what we do, we squint our eyes. We blur our vision. We take off our glasses, depending on your eyesight. And that's going to simplify things a lot. And you'll start seeing just kind of some of the forms that kind of happen here. So I'm seeing this wing kind of going in over here. And then this is like the back wing. Kind of goes back over here. And that's a big, deep, dark shape there. And I'm going to kind of pay attention to where those legs are coming out. And kind of that innermost inside shape. You know, what kind of rectangle would that be on the inside? Here we go. Then I fill it in. And these knees here, I like to do circles. And then I kind of connect the dots with the circles because joints, we know joints in like trailer hitches or something, right? Where trailer hitch would be like a circle. And then you have the trailer hitch and that goes like on top of it. Then you have like a pin or something here. It's really similar, except this joint here, it's more like a door hinge joint where it only goes back and forth. So I don't know. You can kind of see the hardwire, the hardware for like the legs and stuff. There we go. And then I'm just gonna add like an eye in there and what's around the eye. But there we go. Good. And that's a good quick sketch. That's a 10-minute sketch. No grids, no nothing, just loose, free, and fun. And yours might have a bit different proportion. In fact, maybe mine's a little bit wrong. But this is what I enjoy. This is enjoyable art. I think grids are too constricting. Just this is my own personal opinion. Not that it matters. But yeah. If you're ever doing huge murals, massive paintings on walls, then use grids. Or if you have a very small, loose drawing like this and you want it to be blown up really massive, use grids. Yeah. But yeah, this is good. And I could further keep going. I could say, oh, okay, this is going to be my area here where all that hair there is going to kind of go. And then I could draw on each of the hairs kind of going at each of these things here. This is, and you can kind of section things off. It's all about sectioning things off, seeing other shapes in here. Let's do another one. Any questions? Doing good? All right. Let's do one. I'll let you guys cook with this one. It'll just be 10-minute little drawing. We don't need light or shadow. But yeah, we'll do one more drawing and then we're gonna do a painting after that. We'll do a different pose. There's one with 2 birds and it's on a video. It's so cool.
That one?
This one. I think it's beautiful. Look at them. They're like connecting. See, yeah. Pinterest is really great. There's some little videos on here. If you ever need reference of, things moving, it's not necessarily perfect. But I love the lighting too. It's really good. Ooh, this is a good one. Whoa, that's extreme. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to find something good. I like it when, yeah, here. I'm gonna do this one, but you guys can choose one. All right. And you're gonna have to think about the forms even more about this one, because I know this looks real poofy and fluffy, but look for those shapes on the inside. Again, think about that order there, okay? We feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna set a timer. 10 minutes. I think that's even too much. Maybe 5 minutes.
No, 10.
6,
6,
7, 7.5. Okay.
Like that, you like that?
All right. 7.5 minutes. I have to make a new time for that one. Okay, I think I need to delete these. How do I delete these? Just keep things loose. Loose. Simple.
No detail, that's the hard part. We like
Yeah,
detail.
it stresses you out. No, who said
We
that?
like detail.
Loosey
Maria
goosey.
said
I like learning how to do
Yes, really.
It's better.
Maria said it.
This is
And
how.
you hear me the first time.
This is how you get good. If you get stuck going a mile an hour, well,
We like detail.
learn to love the big shapes, because no one looks at the details when you're done with the painting. Sadly, you could spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on all the details. No one's gonna pay attention to it. Sadly, they just don't. I would love if they did. I would be doing detailed artwork all the time, but they just don't. People like the feeling of detail. And if you find scribbles that look good, that look like detail, then you don't need to do all the detail. You can just make it look like detail.
What if you're the type of artist that likes to paint detail or draw?
Cool. You should do it. But I'm teaching you some other way to do it. Okay, where I did. Oh, there it is. It's not in order.
Virginia, Maria asked you to ask that question.
Oh, yeah, don't throw us under the bus.
I know. This is just your art teacher here. I mean, there's more than one art teacher in the world, and this is what I'm teaching. This is to help you go out into the world and observe what's in front of you. And sadly, the sun moves, birds fly away, and you will never see anything with all the detail for that long to actually capture it in person, unless it's dead.
We can choose to do one or the other, both, correct?
Yes, you can just do one.
Okay.
I'm gonna do two because I'm an expert. Yeah, just one bird.
I like that.
Unless you want to do two.
I like
Up to you. But I'd suggest just one. I'm doing two, but you do one. Unless you're good. Okay, ready? And 7.5 minutes. Unless you guys yell at me then. More time. Gosh, look at that neck all the way up. It's crazy when it's like uncurled. Seeing some extremes of this bird. Who's doing the bird to the right? Nobody? Oh, okay. Okay.
Just seeing, hey, practice.
No flex. Be surprised with what you can do in 3 minutes.
That is a long neck, huh?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm like, I think I should have made the body smaller. But I mean, I can make adjustments on the fly because I'm using such simple shapes. If I see anybody draw that play button. I'm tempted. I'm like, stupid play button. Get out of here.
I saw that on something.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember, but it was funny though.
I mean, it'd be honest. Hmm.
No details, right?
No details.
But it's hard not to do details.
Yes. The two different practices. Neither of them are wrong. But
She does nice and light. Little baby lips. I didn't show you.
I didn't think they were baby.
Look at mine, it's gigantic.
Mhm. I got it. Let's see if it's all again. Is he the other one? It's good. I like seeing the shapes.
I need it.
It's good. It's good. Because practice makes perfect. That's fun. Not what I'm looking for, but it's fun. We'll do one more after this.
Okay. I was only gonna do one, then I decided, that's why he's in the center, and then I decided to squeeze the other guy in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Twigs. Twigs. Oh, we know.
Alrighty, there it is. Alrighty, guys. So the level of detail is looking good. I suppose mine's not looking too shapy either. But with these quick little sketches, I'll kind of swap over to this. Or I'm gonna pick out a different bird here. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hunt like crazy. There's a really good video I got. I'll do it. Yeah, I think I'll do it for one of these. They're standing around. There, this thing's insane. It's wild. But it doesn't show the full body. It gets it cut off. But it got a whole fish there. I think we could do something from here. See, it gets all the body cut off. It's upsetting because it's like otherwise perfect reference. Bad cropping through. Trying to find a good. Oh, he swallowed the fish. Oh, that's crazy. You can see it in his neck.
I know. It's like a cobra.
Wild. We could do it with a fish in his throat. That's maybe a little too crazy. Okay. We'll go with one of the other images. Flying. Bird's wings are going to be a whole other thing, so we'll go. Did we do this one? No, this one's different. Okay. So we'll do this one for our last one. I just wanted to show you a quick little thing. When you're doing these drawings, guys, the most helpful thing that you can do for your drawing is draw through the forms of the forms. Start rather than focusing on the lines of what surrounds them, focus on what the forms are of the inside. So here I'll pull up the other image that I was gonna get painting. Here it is. So this one you can really see it. So same step, kind of draw the box that it's going to be surrounded by, and use as many straight lines as you can, because straight lines are easy to find. Curves are a little harder to find curves. So I just kind of find some straight lines here of how it's going to fit, and always make sure you know where it starts at the top and where it ends at the top. You already have that plan. That's the first step. And you can see it's messy around here. I want your drawing to be messy. These are sketches. These aren't finalized works. So don't worry about, all that soft stuff. I mean, I know last week I mentioned hokusai or ukiyo-es, those old Japanese prints. And they do the same thing. They would use red charcoal and do their drawings, and it would look scratchy and they'd mess up, and they would cut pieces of paper and glue it on right on top of their sketches. So they have even masters, they're going to be starting in the very scratchy stage where they're looking for the skeleton. They're looking for what's that shape that they're going to be fitting inside of, and you're going to be drawing that circle, especially for the head. You're going to be drawing that body. How big is it? It's going from here to here. What's that shape on the inside? If I was to carve it in, imagine this being a big block of marble or something. You're just cutting it into it, and then you can kind of find some little. I am looking for a little C curve there, and a little hyphen curve over here. And it kind of ends here. I can even draw a little circle there. And trying to find little curves. Like these little C curves and stuff, they're basically my ovals, when we were drawing cylinders and stuff. Now with this one, I want you guys to focus on one more thing, and we're going to paint on top of this once you guys start drawing. So if you're drawing this for the painting, I'm just gonna do this like real quick, just a little demo, and then we'll draw it all together with an orange on our painting paper, okay? Whatever that is. But I kind of focus on like a lot of those kind of C curves that you see. And I don't know, yeah, the looser it is, the more you get those shapes of what's inside and what's not of the animal, like this shape here. The better it's gonna feel. It's those negative shapes that make these drawings look good. Okay, so think we'll do this painting today. Okay, it's even shorter here. So I can make changes and adjustments as I go. And that's something I want to see you guys do too. You know, as you're drawing, adjust things, draw it over. The term is restating. So when you're restating things, like I got this original circle for the head. Well, his head's not perfectly circular, so maybe I'll kind of squash it down or something, you know? And yeah, but not necessarily erasing what you did, but just drawing on top of it, starting off light and loose, and then restating things later on. Okay, now I'm not really focused on the whole body here. I should have done the bigger forms first. See, I can move the whole body down. Just like so. And now this is like a big old vase here. And you can see here, the wings kind of follow on the outside there. It's kind of that rounded shape, just like that sticker on that milk carton or whatever. And then look at its legs. You could draw those lines for those legs. Let me just kind of, here we go. So I can kind of get the lines for the legs first. I know they're going to start here and here. And they're going to end down here. Maybe here. Wide and open, wide and open. Here we go. Bam. Maybe I'll kind of go out like this. So things are supposed to look messy, you know. This bird doesn't have two legs, but I think that this one was a little too far to the right. So I did it again, a little to the left. You know, that's just the power of a real scratchy sketch. That's the power of a real scratchy sketch. It shouldn't look perfect. We don't want it to look like a finalized image. Once you have this scratchy start, then, you know, I'm looking at my cylinders. I can get real cylindery with it. These are big old drumsticks. I'm hungry. I'm thinking chicken legs. That's what I see with this. But anyways, maybe you'll see different things. It's always fun to try to incorporate that into your drawing. But yeah, that hopefully that should help. And anytime you come to a drawing and you have a hard time with a certain object or a certain part of the drawing, whether that be a hand or an eyeball or a wing, search it up. Do your research. The more you learn about it, the more you understand it. The more you understand it, the easier it is to draw it. If you get to a certain point of understanding something so deeply, then you could even imagine it in your head and move it around. But even the great artists need images. So reference is huge. Now, with this last drawing that we're going to be doing, we're also going to be drawing down the light and the shadows because we're going to paint it. Okay? And we'll take a break once I finish this. So there's a pretty hard line here of the light area and the shadows here. But basically, you could imagine a cylinder having a shadowy side here, or a circle having a shadowy side. Like that. Or like that. Or like that. And you can see how It's very similar to, oh, let's get this out of the way. It's always going to be following the form of that circle there. Wherever that light's hitting. So I'm going to be looking for those lights, and look at that. We got this kind of cylinder, which kind of bulges out and stretches. And I can kind of draw that line there where that light is. And it kind of goes away here, kind of like a crescent. There's shadow here. Maybe it's going to be cast by the bird's head. But I'm just focused on that fact that it's in the shadow. And once it's in the shadow, everything's going to be in the shadow. So I just kind of do this quick little straight line scribble. All one direction. You don't. Just simple. I'm trying to make it easy on you. You could make the lines go curve and following the form, but it's too much of a hassle. I'm looking at the shape here. I'm just drawing the shape now on top of the form. This is kind of like a circle. And I'm noticing that circle here. I could even kind of has that shadow light here. And then that wing kind of has some shadow here. Yeah. Is this making sense? Good. And then down here, I'm going to ignore these big long feathers here. Because when we paint with the big long feathers, we can just add them on. It's pretty easy. So I'm kind of having to look through it. Totally ignore all of these crazy feathers here. And I'll see, and also ignore it, like the spots and stuff. But all that's going to be under shadow. And the legs, all in shadow, except right there on that little sliver there. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll paint this anyways. We'll see what purple looks like. Orange is what looks real good. Getting ahead of myself. Okay, and it looks like half of this leg's in shadow, and then the other half is not. Okay. 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 Cool. And that's probably all in shadow too. That's in shadow there from the wing. Yeah. Oh boy. I think we'll have time. We'll have time to work on this next week. We'll have a little class. So let's take a quick break. Let's be back at 2:20, and we'll do our drawing, and then we could paint it next week. I feel like a lot of people already have the drawing. Okay, I'm gonna have the image up. There we go. All right, so, yep. Or I'll give you guys 5 more minutes and then we'll take a break. All right. So
We're gonna paint this one or we're gonna paint a different
yes,
one?
we'll paint this one. So
And are we gonna follow you?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be using 2 colors. Since it's our first time painting, we only need 2 colors. Yep. So 2:20 will be back. Get some water. Stop by the. There's a little snack vendor.
I'm okay, because they're gonna wait. I don't want to do a thing. Excuse me?
All right, I'm gonna run to the car real quick. I'm gonna get a snack. I'll be back in the. I'll be keeping an eye on the door.
It's good.
I need it.
Yes. Oh, nice. Oh, that's good. We're supposed to do it. Yes. You have that one? I got little ones. Yeah, I got them on Amazon, but I just got smaller ones. Are you going somewhere? Oh, okay. I'm gonna stay here. Okay. I'm thinking maybe it's a doctor day. I don't want to.
I know how that is.
Oh, nice. There you go. Oh, so we got here. Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah, practice. Necesito practicar.
Sí, sí, sí. Y yo marco maestro va y ella no entiende. Y no me da tiempo explicarle que haga lo que lo siga. Me gana. Ahora bueno, se cubre. Pues yo la difícil. Me salió sin medir, sin nada más. Pues según yo medí, pero se ve que no. No se mira bien. Es que leo que es como
How'd you guys do? Was it fun?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good. I think everything's good, baby. How pretty.
안 그러면 저. 아니, 한 명도 안 되는 사람 되게 잘하네. 근데 잘을 내서 왜냐면 느낌으로 딱딱 해보면 잘해서 내잖아. 그러면 잘을 그래요. 그래서 요거를
I was gonna wait for B, but
Yeah, just.
have it go along.
그리고 안 그러면
I'm
It's February.
I'm gonna put a time on my calendar.
Okay. But I see one. Yeah.
아니 그래도 안 그래도 잊어버리는데. 나는 집에
이렇게 옛날에 엄마 그냥 이렇게
왜?
저도 집에 있는 거.
난 이거 옛날에 이틀 가야 되는데 그리고 월요일에 그냥 집에 가는데
So you don't have credit cards?
Yeah, we don't make it up. We're just old fashioned.
Okay.
So you know, my son says, oh no, that's okay, so you should.
I'm working my husband
And I write change.
my
I want to make
email
That's
to
recent.
know
Yeah, my son. Yeah.
me email
I've been working
is
on
a
it.
contact
Hmm.
Check how good is yours?
I love it.
He's
You want to
email?
finish yours?
email is my
Oh, yeah.
we email
Isn't it?
Oh,
Change
okay.
is women and I can't.
So
Oh.
that's the same people,
Yeah,
same people to talk to. They'll help you through everything.
yeah, I know, and I am email number.
Mm.
My husband know.
Right, you want to change it to your email.
Contact
Oh.
is my husband
Right.
and more me add my email.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay.
you need quarters?
Yeah, so you can call them. Call. I know that he has the email, but you should be able to change it here. Like,
Yeah, me.
here, I can go.
Email bro. This is one.
It's the
second
syllabus,
one.
so it's the same one that I gave. Mhm.
This is I email.
Mm-hmm.
This. Give this.
Mm-hmm. Then you should be able to type in my name,
And-
Bryce.
SK. You email. You go ready. Is this?
So that's the hub. Let me see if it's going. So
I got my New York.
okay, yeah, it doesn't have it. Okay, so that's just me. So to change your email, you can talk to them or call them. They're on the second level. You can talk to them in person.
This is a person.
Yeah, second level.
Yeah.
So if you go back in the building,
Excuse me.
elevator up to second level, and then they'll help you there.
No second level. This is class and the email contact to the. I don't know. It's my husband. Email number is you keep. No, I am email.
You want to change his email? Now you want it to be your email. They can help you. I think.
Your second floor.
Yeah.
One number.
It's
Office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not when you go in through the building, not the first
Yeah, I
elevator,
know,
the
I know.
second. Okay.
You email change it.
I'm not,
Second.
They should help you. Yeah.
Before you get started,
Uh-huh.
I can't bring this in because it's too big.
Uh-huh.
But I need help with my water.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know how you would help me with that, but
Mhm.
I want it to look like it's splash.
Mhm.
And I've done beach waves
Yeah,
before.
okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, because I want to put this to bed, sooner or later.
Yeah. So I think it just comes down to mist and the
It's
forms.
mist,
Yeah. So
But I don't know how to do that.
it comes down to forms. I mean, it's very similar to what we're doing here,
Uh-huh.
where you look for that shadow, and then it's like the mist is usually like clouds and stuff,
Right.
which are cylinders and circles. And so if you know where that shadow is, you can capture that shadow of the mist, and then add the extra texture throughout it. Next week. Yeah, next week we'll be painting. Let me see. Kind of getting lost in what we have going on. Oh.
Let me know. I drew my back.
Okay. Yes.
What is the bottom part? Very here. I don't know what to do right here.
Mhm.
His neck goes,
All the way here.
yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I think we're still. I don't know if he's coming back. He said he's grabbing some food. Okie dokie. So I saw a lot of people drawing. Did we draw this? Who did not draw it? This bird here?
No, we didn't.
Everyone drew it?
I don't know.
Everyone? Okay. Okay, so we really want to focus with this drawing on those shadows. Where are those lines at? And you can see just that line between that shadow and that light. There's a line there, there's a line there. I mean, it might be a little more, it might be a little less, but this is like California sun. You can really see those hard lines. Okay, so I think we're good to paint. Yeah. So we have water cups and paint out. Do we need to get that going? We got it all. We're all good? Okay, cool. All right, so let's check out our paint. We're gonna get to it. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna be using this big brush here. If you don't have that, then you could get
I have it.
something like this. This is kind of equivalent to this. All right. They just work a little different. I'll show both. All right. Now, usually when I do this drawing, I would use an orange. Orange looks really pretty, especially with this really warm lighting that we see in this picture. This purple will work, but it's gonna create a different mood. So kind of take. I think I heard him.
My legs are too short.
I'm hearing things.
Virginia.
I thought I heard
Virginia.
something.
That's Virginia. No, it's.
Is she making sounds?
She's from-
Oh my god.
She is so light. You can never believe this woman.
All right. So for this painting, we're gonna use two colors, and two colors only. As we go throughout the painting, you can start using a little bit more, but good start. All we need. This is burnt sienna. Get to know it. It's a very reddish, orangish brown. And if we were to see this on the color wheel, which you can get to, let's see, do some references. I don't know. I'll share it later, but I can get to it easily here. Aha, color wheel. I'll share this color wheel with you guys.
This guy?
Here we are. Okay, so if we were to see the color wheel here, sorry, sharing this with everybody so you can see it online later. It's all recorded. You can watch this anytime. You can watch this 1,000 times. But you can kind of see here's burnt sienna right here, kind of close to that orange, kind of close to that red. And on the opposite side of the color wheel, we have, well, there's ultramarine blue right here, which is just about as close as you can get to opposites. There's the burnt sienna. There's that ultramarine blue. That's what we're going to paint with. And if you mix those together, eventually you get closer to one and the other. If you kept on mixing in ultramarine blue more and more and more, eventually you get nothing but ultramarine blue. But if you go kind of halfway, now that might be a little less than half paint. You will get very close to that very neutral gray, which is good for clouds. It's good for white objects, grays. It's a beautiful gray. It kind of leans on the cool side of the color wheel. That's what we'll be using for this painting. All right. So I have my painting here. Also, I would usually use my Arches paper for this painting. Don't have it today, so I'm just using this. It's gonna get wrinkly. It's gonna get messed up. Or I'll be pleasantly surprised. All right. So I got a lot of water in my brush here. Because you always want to kind of start off a little bit wet. And this is where I'll be mixing my mixture of this ultramarine blue. See this? There's that ultramarine blue. With my burnt sienna. All right, there's my burnt sienna right there. See how orangey that is? Cool, cool. So if I slowly add in that blue kind of next to my burnt sienna, I can eventually get to color that's very close to a neutral color. Yeah, looks like that. Every paint set's a little different. I'm using some cheaper stuff here. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna kind of mix it to get that kind of value I'm looking for, or that coolness and that warmth. You can kind of play around with the cool and warms. And we're just gonna focus on the shadows right now. And once I have something that's kind of in the middle, I can use more or less water by kind of dabbing my brush with a paper towel. All right. And now I have something with quite a bit of water, so I'm kind of washing it down a bit. But you always want to mix more paint than you actually need, especially for these early steps. Just like we started drawing really massive, we're also starting with a really massive shadow area here. So I get some water, kind of mix it in.
So this is our shadow color?
This is our shadow color, yes.
So it's supposed to be more brown or more blue?
Well, shadows are very, I think it's gonna be a little more blue. If you were on the moon surface and you got red all around you, you'd be using almost pure burnt sienna. But because we're in such a blue atmosphere, all that light's bouncing around everywhere. And you're going to really see it in the shadows here. All right, so I got a good amount here. That looks good to me. And I'm just going to be painting it in, just those really flat colors here.
Can we look at the bird a little bigger?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let's have that open. There we go. Thank you. There we go. I'm just going to paint in all those shadow areas here. Once it gets into the shadow areas, that's going to be it's never going to, we can always get it darker, but we can't get it lighter. That's just how shadows work. So if you're ever painting something and your shadows look a little funny, that's probably the problem, is that you're making it too bright. There we go. All right, and I think I see a little curve here. You see, when I'm using this big, huge brush, for those who have the square brushes, like something like that, it should drag pretty far. And if you're using a brush like this, you might be turning it and getting it just to be that right shape, but it should work just fine. I just love these calligraphy brushes. I use them so much because you can get so small and so detailed, and you can get so thick. It just looks great. All right, I'm already seeing that I hate this paper. Please remember your arches. I didn't, and I'm paying the price. It's getting warped. It's getting wiggly.
We're not using our arches either.
It's absorbing the paint really bad. I would be using my arches. I just don't have it today. I don't know why. Sorry. Yeah, I have like a specific arches just for this class. I don't know why I took it out of the bag. Okay. Okay, good stuff. I think it's pretty good. Of course, I've simplified a lot, you know. There might be little lumps and little shadows and things like that in there, but this is good what we're looking for. To lighten it up, I just use a bit of water. I don't use white. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get a really light coat of this paint here, really light. Let's see how this is going to look. Yep. And I'm just going to kind of get that middle tone here. So this is really light in here. This, I think I will get a bit of white. Kind of see, it's going to be this light gray. Now, this is the only way to make whites feel bright, is by graying things down, making things look muddy in a way. And I'm adding that white in there in the hopes that it'll be transparent enough to paint on top of that dark purple. If I was using orange, it would be no problem. But here I am working with my problems. That's life. All right, got that white in there. This looks good. This is a very light gray. You see that okay? I can zoom it in.
Yeah.
There we go. It's kind of like a gray, like the moon or something. Here we go. Good stuff. There we go. Good. Cool. Alrighty. Maybe we will finish this before class ends. It's kind of fast. Once you draw it out, it's kind of fun. It's a little less.
I'm gonna ask, what is the consistency that we're looking for in, I've never used this product, this medium.
Okay.
So I don't know how watery to make it. I don't, you know.
Yes. So I'm keeping things decently watery. Like I start things out thin. I kind of have a background with oil paints a bit, so I'm kind of using and also watercolors. So I'm making it pretty watery, like watercolors, not too watery. You know, I don't want it to be dripping. You know, like if I tilted this over, I'm not going to worry about it dripping. I mean, this might even be a little too wet here and there. My arches can handle that. This paper cannot. So this paper is frustrating me right now, but it probably will for you as well. That's why I really recommend arches. All right, I'm not gonna live in my upset past, but yeah. Um, but there's more than one way to paint, you know. This is kind of maybe a little more traditional. Alrighty. So next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna look for the darkest darks. And now this is where you get a little bit more thicker. And this is where you're working in those shadows. You got shadow shapes, right? Well, those aren't the darkest darks. This is not a solid black. We don't want to put down solid black right away. If you did, um, oopsies, it's okay. This won't be the last painting you'll ever do. So we get some of that blue, some of that brown. Hopefully this should be dark enough. Now this is a bit thicker now. So it being thicker, it should get darker. Oh yeah, more of that burnt umber. Now I'm looking for those shapes. So I'm still building on top of those forms. I understand those forms. It's just like all those stickers on those cylinders we did earlier, you know, kind of follow that form. So I'm gonna draw some lines here, looking for the shadows. I see some lines in that belly. That's real black and dark. Also these feathers here, these feathers. This leg's not so dark, but then it gets dark here. And it gets really dark here. And real dark over here and over here and here. So just little shapes. We're just looking for these little shapes. And this is going to give your painting a lot more this is going to make it feel a little better. I'm not going to be painting this black onto the light areas, because even the light areas, that black is lit up a bit. There's light on that black. Okay. Just things that I'm noticing. And I'm just ignoring those crazy loose feathers. Don't worry about that yet, okay? We're just skipping all that detail there. That's a fun little thing I did there. No, I'm just kind of finding some shadows here. Now there's some ways to kind of get some lighter shadows. I mean, if it's not full black, but just try to find those shapes.
Bryce,
Yes.
what if you make a mistake and you don't like it, then you erase it?
You paint over it.
No, but what if you want to make it thinner, you made it too thick? I mean,
You
try to paint over white, but white you want to cover it.
let it dry,
Mm.
and then go back to it. You can always there's more than one way to fix a problem. There's creative ways. You could paint a bird flying in front of it or something, or you could find that exact color that was on top of it, paint it on, and then hope for the best, or just move on to the next painting. Because if these are quick, you can move on quick.
Okay.
If you're doing a painting that's like, you know, hyper detailed and stuff like that,
So I made this, what's this part called? I made it too thick. What is it? That part of the bird, the feather in the back. What's the feather in the back?
oh, down here,
I don't know what it's called.
you made this part too thick right here.
Yeah, the part on the head.
Oh, on the head.
Yeah, the little feather coming out.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that's pretty easy. You could just get some white paint and kind of
Oh,
carve
right,
it
right.
down.
Okay.
Yeah, because the background right now is all white. So you could easily do that. You could also get some cool graphic element. Like I've seen a lot of artists, they'll have like big squares or triangles or, you know, all sorts of interesting things in the background that you can easily just kind of paint in and on top of.
Mm.
Here, I'll make the same mistake for you.
Okay, good.
So I'll have to fix it too. All right.
Yeah, it's really ugly. Mine's ugly. Yeah, you should do it. I don't wanna hide it.
All right. I got that line too thick there.
You see? You see?
I'll work with it. I'll work with it. I'm not gonna panic. That's the first step.
Well, yours is cute, but I have a little t-shirt. Oh, yeah, yours is cute. Oh, that's the-
Now,
it's not me.
these are a lot of hard edges here, but if you wanted to loosen up and get some soft edge, now this is what you call a soft edge. get a bit of water with a clean brush, kind of brushing between, and you can kind of see that all of a sudden that shadow area there is now a soft transition. That's all things are. You're getting finding those areas that shape shadow, and you can just soften those up. With a bit of water. Okay. Blur your vision, all that stuff. Oh man, we're gonna be happy about the 4-hour class in the coming semesters, but looks like we only got about 5 more minutes, guys. Yup. So we'll have time to work on this next week. If you feel free to start it over, I mean, we're quick. Yeah. In fact, next week we'll probably have time to do more than just this painting. So if you want to, you can bring your own reference of your own bird. Let's plan on that, okay? So go through Pinterest, explore it, see what you can find. Watch out for that AI. It'll tell you if it's AI. It'll tell you.
We don't like it.
It's not the best reference because sometimes it'll give you 5, 6 fingers, and there's no animals with 6 fingers, or maybe there are, but AI doesn't know that. So, you'll be painting something from AI and think that's the truth, and it's not. So.
Yeah, just close it all the way. Just make it snap. I see. Okay, thank you. I built mine. No, I didn't.
Yeah, and even when we're.
When are we going to draw with color pencils?
Oh, this is it. This is it. Yeah, we're not going to be doing full color pencil paintings. You're welcome to find stuff online. Maybe I'll find a book for you in that archive website. They have everything. It's insane. They probably have stuff for colored pencils. But I think I'll stop here and I'll start cleaning up. Oh, I'll do the one quick thing just for your hair.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get a bit of white. And I can just kind of carve into it. See that? You wouldn't even know. It's a little obvious.
Okay.
But I mean, I could get some fun color in the background or something, Alrighty. Well, yeah, feel free to clean up, guys. I'm just gonna do this. Here we go. A bit more white. Shave that down. And maybe make it intentional. Just kind of blow it out there. See?
Oh, it looks good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice. There you go.
See, with watercolors, I don't think you do anything. I mean, you could get it wet. You could also get it wet if this was arches. And kind of wipe it down, blot it. See, that's pretty good.
Remember the green book?
Yeah. So I had you guys buy that little book. Use it. Take it out with you. Instead of opening your phone waiting in line, take out the little sketchbook. See what's out in front of you or waiting in a parking lot somewhere. That's a perfect place to paint. I did. I would believe it too. Oh my gosh, you got me good.
Now, do you want us to take these off?
You can fold them up. I'll fold them up. If not, whatever.
Hey, I've been a teacher. I know how much. I'm good on myself. You tied it? I didn't do it.
All right, I'll see you then. Yes.
First, I see my friends water. This and this and this, and after I can I see
Yes. Let me hold on.
I buy
Yeah.
my friend small, yes, size small.
I mean,
must shot size
something
small.
like a plate, like
Oh, yes.
I'm not gonna give you this. This is trash, but something similar, like a paper plate will work fine. You can buy the pallets. I've seen them at like the dollar store. That sounds good. That's interesting.
Small, my friend.
This is good.
Start with a bigger brush and
And
then
you
yeah.
have here.
I know, right?
We can wait.
And you should use all that surface just like I'm using on that surface. This is an interesting brush. I actually kind of like that. So you can really kind of get all that surface there. So I kind of like this actually. This is not bad. You can use this. But you can use this to mix your paint there. You can get. We want to get that. That makes sense. Good.
아까 내가 해볼게. 물을 더
And
아유 시끄러워. 좋은 아이디어.
rotate it. Yeah. I think you should just get a small brush.
Oh, yes,
That's
I
all.
buy small, no, this one, for me.
Yeah. So this is okay. Just for detail. Let me show you. You're good.
Oh, sorry.
Something like this. Yes, something like that. So you can find that cheap in a lot of places. But, yeah, so this is good for mixing. I'll teach it next week a bit more in depth. I really.
Because I, today, I'm doing,
Yeah. Okay, I'm going a little fast. I'll slow down next week. I'll kind of show you.
I like it black, but not small, for leg or eye, black.
So all you need today, is just that blue and that red sienna. That will make a good black look. See? It's making that black. You don't need it at all. So yeah. And yeah, you're good looking at that shadows, but the shadows are much cooler. Like, so it has more blue. And that's gonna give you a better like, kind of shadow color. You're really good at finding that shape there. So you're on track. What I'm seeing is good.
I need
Be careful with the small one. The big one, it's like, I love this thing. But this is okay. Yeah. It's on the Amazon. Yeah, one thing at a time. You gotta. It's gonna be rough, but. Yeah. So, very exciting. You're in the right place. You're doing great. It looks good. Awesome.
네가 나이가 들어서 알 것 같은데.
is painting with washi. But and this no color. And this.
I always use orange.
이거를 이렇게 들어. 같이 말고. 처음부터 잘한 거야. The paper is
Not good.
Oh, it's a new.
Yeah. Not so good.
배우고 가야 돼.
This is printer paper. Where did you go for?
I this is either is awesome or my.
This is good for drawing, but have another one for paint with big thick paper. This
This and this is around.
뭐를 해줘?
It's a paper.
yeah, that'll have paper, that'll have image.
원래 저기 디스카운트, 시리얼 디스카운트가 있어. 나
If
몰랐네.
you're looking for this is
이거 괜히 안 만들어도 됐네.
아까도 만져보고
okay. Now it has everything. This is
몰랐네.
this one. That has everything.
근데 그거 보이는데 아주 다 해줬는데
Three size small.
그러니까 해주는 데가 있고 안 해주는 데가 있는데 왕도 마찬가지예요.
I honestly,
Oh,
you can bring it back if you wanted to try this out. That's on.
This good for
티지를
네,
지금
그런 데가 들어보면
좋은데?
Yeah, it really went through.
나 전혀
Real
몰랐어.
tight, real broad too. I love it.
그래?
해주는 데가 있고 안 해주는 데가 있고
Calligraphy. Calligraphy.
극장도 되지. 기술에 들어가서 내가 이제 새 그림을 그리는 방법을 이제 그리는 새.
$15. Yeah, so I'm just using this one brush. That's all I need.
I mean,
But
the size, the kind of size.
I like this just because it holds all the brushes too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
아,
Oh, cool. It is different. These are amazing. So you're good.
어머, 잘 안 보이네.
This is great.
이거
This is good for the square brush.
내가 이제
This brush and this brush. So yeah. So I would say this is the best. The rest is fun. You can experiment and explore. Every artist is different, so you need to test things out, see how it works for you. For me, this is all I use. This is all I use. Yeah. I really like this one too. This is good. Yeah. I do this for outside painting. It's very good with wash. And the rest, you can have fun. You can choose to keep them at home or choose or bring some in. Some of these.
아, 좋은 아이디어. 끝.
Yes. This has been used. So this is wool. So
아,
the
저기
pigment.
투명한 필름
But it still works.
이름은 뭐게?
Yeah. So those are my favorites.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
How about you?
Something good stuff. I wish I had it. But I have what I need.
아트박스가 어디 있어요?
How are you doing? First time here. Welcome. Alright. How did you do today?
Say,
Good. 우리 때 구도 잡는
Very good. Well, I'm excited
저기
to have you in my class.
저기 이상 시간한테 물어볼까? 저기 can you application? This is
Sí, es
선생님 그림 그릴 때 구도 잡는 케이스 그림 거예요. 잘못 적었네. 여기 drawing and this is you sketchbook and
So my teacher, thank you.
Okay.
And buy the paper and notice.
Yeah.
Thank you. But
얘기하면서 this is the drawing you sketchbook
Right.
and this is the line is and under the 뭐라고 그래요? 그림 그릴 때 스케치북 위에다 대고 까만 라인을 보고 구도 잡는 걸 이름을 뭐라고 그래요?
When you draw it, you put it on the sketchbook and look at the black line it made. What's the name of the composition?
It is.
So when it's very loose.
It is. This is a line.
Oh, gridding.
Yeah, and the sketchbook under the.
Kind of. This is
내가 지금 얘기했어.
like this. So
Oh.
feel.
Okay. So there's a different way.
네.
I would call that gridding. Bye-bye.
여기다가 저기 아마존에다가 what's the name? This is a
I don't know if you can buy it. There.
divide line.
I'm teaching without that. I don't do that.
이 사람은 그런 거 안 쓰지. 선생님.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So
우리 아들은
you can measure it out. You can
I
get a
know.
ruler.
Measure.
Yeah. You can measure it yourself. If you really wanted to, but to be more loose,
저기서 한 장씩
free,
가르쳐줄게.
you can have more freedom with your art. So you don't have to live in the perfect
오케이.
grid. So it's okay if things are gonna be a little bit off.
Yeah.
It's still gonna make sense though,
Okay.
even if it is the way that I teach.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, of course.
가르쳐줄게요. 화장실?
아니야.
어디로 가는지 이끌어
Have a good one, guys. Okay. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.
Nice, lovely day.
Yes, it is. Okay. How are you doing?
very good.
Good. I hope.
How about yourself?
I think it went well. Yeah. I think it was a good thing I didn't paint the pheasant today.